Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. Привико, привико. Как дела? Как дела у всех? Надеюсь, что все нормально. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys? How's your day been so far? Hope very fun. And if not fun, that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to fart in YouTube chat. It's never gonna work. I never had that as a command, so I don't know why you're doing that. Just done with work. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty epic. I'm excited. We're gonna be continuing the ZZZERO main story today. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I wanna start up for too long with the yap today. Just cause I don't know. But I'll tell you guys about some stuff as we continue on. I want to try and get through the main story finally because I've been holding off to do it on stream since I usually do it on stream. So yeah, let's continue and enjoy the ZZZERO main story quest so we can finish it and we can figure out what the heck is going on with Rebiel and what she's up to and what's going on and why is she the pink. Why is she pink, huh? Today we find out. We find out why she is pink. ZZZ time, I'm sleeping. You're sleeping, that's why it's ZZZ time. Okay, I guess I'll allow you to sleep if that's what you need. Don't worry, don't worry. I don't mind. Okay, let me put myself in the corner here. Heh heh heh. It's me, guys. Guy who's in a quarter. What's up and welcome. Do 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 do. I will be coming in and out. That's good. I'm totally fine with that. Don't even stress, man. I'm just opening Zenless right now. Oh, I do love this BGM. This is one of my favorite ones. I love this one. I love this one. Look at this guy freaking jamming. So joyous. Seasonal EP? Yes. Very EP. It's okay, I understand. I kind of slept in today. I should have went to bed earlier, but I ended up staying up a little bit late because I was busy working on VTuber model stuff. So hee hee. But I think it's worth it because I was able to finish the main base of something. So that's really worth it. Also, I stayed up because I was reading. I was reading a story called Whispering Tiger. And Whispering Tiger, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna go into it for like lighthearted fun. Not lighthearted fun at all, it made me cry. It was quite sad. It was very sad. So just want you guys to keep in mind if you ever like see a manhwa called Whispering Tiger and you want to check it out, be prepared that it might it might make you cry. And by might, I mean it made me cry. It made me cry super duper hard. It's the only way I can compare it is to the summer that Hikaru died. It's kind of that premise of somebody passing away and then returning with an entity inside of them, right? Something like that. So basically it's a possession story. So a person dies and then they come back, but they're not the same. And I discovered that it makes me very sad to do these possession stories are obviously very sad, especially when it's about unrequited love. But this one made me especially sad because I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the premise since it's really good. Basically, it's these two guys, they're living together, right? They're living together as roommates. And one of the guys is in love with the other. We'll call I'm trying to remember. I think it's Gonpil and Young Sung. I think that was the names, but I'm just gonna call the first guy Cat and the other guy Dog. All right. So the first guy Cat, he lets Dog live in his house with him. He helps him out. He basically is helping him out a huge amount living with him. But then when we start the story, we see the fact that Cat sends a message to Dog being like, hey, I was depressed, so I bought myself some bread or something. And Dog responds by asking, oh, were you hungry? We have food at home. And the message that we see, this is at the very beginning, literally first chapter, first page, which is why it's no spoilers. But the message we see from Cat is like, he's like, God, you don't even care that I'm telling you that I am depressed. You're just ignoring it for the sake of telling me about the food or whatever. And they get in this, he basically sends this giant paragraph, right? Being like, I hate you. I wish you cared even a little bit. Da 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 da. Dog responds with, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't understand why you're upset. Here, look at all this delicious food that we have at home. Come home and you'll be able to eat it since you're hungry. But Cat doesn't respond. Instead, he sends a message back about 2 or 3 hours later, being like, help, I'm in the woods. I'm alone. I don't know what's happening. My legs hurt. Help me, please. But Dog doesn't respond because it's like 2 or 3 hours later, so we're assuming that Dog is asleep. This is in the dead of night. It's pouring down rain. And then we see the fact that Cat has now returned as what we will call Tiger, which he still looks the same, but he's acting completely different. He's no longer as civilized. He's very, very creepy. He has these blank, dark eyes with no light in them. And he's trying to eat anything in sight, and he keeps asking, what do I like? What do I like? What do I like? Tell me what I like. Tell me what I was like. What was I like? And Dog doesn't acknowledge the fact that Cat is no longer the same. He's just like, he must be really annoyed and he's doing a bit or something, blah 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 blah. And as the story progresses, Dog realizes the fact that, okay, Cat is in fact possessed by a ghost, and we have to figure out how to save him. But as the story continues on, Dog discovers, because Cat and a shaman basically tell him, hey, not Cat, Tiger and the shaman tell him, hey, in order for Cat's body to be possessed by Tiger, Cat needed to have already died. So he is dead. He's not coming back. If you purify Tiger, Cat is not going to return because he passed away. He's already dead. There's nothing you can do about it. And the story becomes very, 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 very painful, because Dog gets into this struggle because he doesn't want to be alone again. We learn about the fact that Cat made some very extreme sacrifices in order to try and help Dog live a better life, because Dog at that time, he was in a position where he was dealing with some very dangerous people. He was not he didn't have any support. He doesn't have any family members or anything. So Cat sacrificed so much to try and help Dog. And Dog was not somebody who really was able to give him anything in return for it. And Dog brings it up early on, but he always knew that Cat had feelings for him, right? He always knew that Cat had feelings for him, and he purposefully ignored it because he didn't want to acknowledge them. He was like, I don't know what you want me to do. I can't acknowledge them. Thank you so much for the freaking 27 months. What? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Hi. Listen, guys. Let me freaking tell my freaking manhwa that I'm reading about. It's really good. Honestly, I recommend it. It's very sad and it's very terrible, because as the story continues, we just keep seeing more and more ways that it was so clear that Cat was so earnestly in love with Dog when he was alive. He was truly and genuinely, unimaginably in love with him, and Dog knew this, and Dog still didn't really want to acknowledge it in any way. And Cat, I want to make this clear, Cat isn't expecting Dog to love him back. He makes this statement throughout the story where he's just like, I just wish he would have rejected me since he always knew. I wish he would have told me that he doesn't like me back without me having to tell him my feelings. Because he obviously knew already, and I just wanted him to acknowledge the fact that he saw what I was trying to show him, right? and then you just see this whole story, and it makes you even more sad for Cat, because Dog, as he's dealing with Tiger, the possessed version of Cat, right? He's dealing with Tiger. He's like falling in love with Tiger, and you feel so bad because his love was so unrequited. Cat's love was so unrequited when he was alive, and now only after he's dead and his body is possessed by an entity that he getting that like love that he wanted back. It's so not fair. And the story is still ongoing, but I read it all in one sitting and I cried my eyes out like a baby because it made me miserable. And also the art is peak, so I highly recommend it if you want to check it out. A very sad ongoing manhwa is called Whispering Tiger. Ouch, 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 ouch. Cat Dog? No, they're not connected, but they could be. It's very interesting. I was having a really good time reading it. I think if you're into that kind of like tragic romance story, you should definitely check it out, because it was really good. I literally started reading it just because I found the art style very cute. But gosh, the story was actually pretty great. I really hope that they delve into more of that like emotional pain and like really discuss the struggles that these characters are facing, because we are seeing right now, I would say we're entering kind of that darkest hour moment where Dog is realizing like, damn, there's nothing I can do. It's either I purify this ghost and I'm all alone from now on, or I stay with the ghost and have it leach into my world and basically drain everything of energy and light and good energy. But the ghost doesn't even want to do that. Like, it's not his fault that he's a ghost. He's just is like a spirit. He is not trying to actively be malicious. He's just like a weird ancient spirit. That's just what he does. He's not consciously picking to be like a jerk or weird or not understand social cues. It's a very interesting story. I think that you guys, if you like that kind of story, you should totally check it out. It's really enjoyable. I think a lot of people will like it. That's my recommendation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eh? Oh, YouTube to say that? Come to YouTube to say that? No. Eh? Hi, Vico. How is Nyan? Everything is good. Okay. I hope you guys didn't mind my silly rant there. I just really wanted to talk about it because I thought it was so good. When I read a really good one, ooh, I really hope that it completes soon. I want to read the full final story. Although I wouldn't mind if it had maybe like 10, 15 more chapters. It would be nice. It'd be nice it would have more. But I understand if that's not going to be the case, you know? I can expect the fact that perhaps it's not gonna absolutely be the case if it doesn't have that many. But I'm really curious how the story is gonna progress and if it's gonna have a tragic ending. I think that the author is hinting that there is a possibility for a happier kind of bittersweet style ending, but I'm not certain. But I'm excited. I think it was really good. And I think if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should totally check it out. Wow, it's so good. It's so good. Ah, I loved it. Okay. Let me do this. All right. We did our basics, our dailies. And now Arya's gonna be leaving in 17 hours. We still have 20 days on Remiel. 20 more days on Remiel, but this means Sigrid is coming out tomorrow. Okay. Let me go and let me switch back to the main story quest. Because we have to keep going. Alright. Right. Turn on the radio. Cool. Alright. Hi, Belle. Wise, you're finally back. Huh? What's wrong? Why do you look so tense? How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the retroflux zone. If Remiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Sissy and come looking for you. That's my fault. I should have let you know. Wait, how did Remiel know my phone password? Did she learn it back then? She's a creepy stalker. She's a creepy stalker, dude. Totally creepy stalker lady. She knows way too much about us. So what exactly happened after you lost contact with Fairy and me? We flirted with Remiel. You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants really do that? Hi! I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Remiel said that she saw something similar when she pulled out Tomiel out of me. I think Tomiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction or a resonance. True. Both times Tomiel was there. But you spent quite some time with Remiel before, and nothing like that happened, right? Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Tomiel. Is it the weird fire monster inside of us? How about we go ask Lady Drakina the night after tomorrow? She's overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this. The night after tomorrow? Why then? Lady Drakina will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD reception hall. We received invitations as well. Lady Drakina is hosting it herself. Does that mean the CCD singularity leakage issue has been resolved? Oh yeah, that's right. We have our super awkward meetup with our childhood friend who we murdered the brother of. Okay, most likely. Otherwise, she wouldn't have scheduled it. I heard that there's another welcome banquet happening in Virium at the same time. Lady Lindvern and the ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been cleared to land in Buastrom. When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Belina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations. I guess still stranded in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Serpico could really have been... No, Wise, there's no way it was Serpico. You know already Yeah, he's probably a corpse that they're puppeteering around. Wise, I get it. Seeing trivia again was bound to bring back memories. But that's all in the past now. Serpico, Helios Academy, they're all gone. Belle, why do you look even more upset than I do? Look at her little sad face. She has the saddest little face ever. Anyway, let's leave the past where it belongs for the night. We should both get some sleep. We worked hard to get our schedule back on track. You wouldn't want to ruin it now. Yeah, you too. Don't stay up late. And no scrolling under the covers. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Belle leaves. Maybe I should take another look at the data from the retroflux zone before I call it a night. If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is. You sit in front of the HCG and completely lose track of time. Late at night. Wise, you're still working? Your light's still on? Still working? Wise? Ah, cute illustration. Wait, can I? No, I can't wiggle around it. I told him to go to bed early, and here we are. The scattered papers here are. These are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Digital gnosis. Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion. Second assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master. I know, Fairy. He needs some good rest. I'll handle it from here. That's what the second assistant is for. Negative correction. Second assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction. Alright, I'm counting on you then, first assistant. Fairy, give me a quick summary of everything we've established so far. Understood. Displaying all current findings and analyses for the second assistant. Finding 1. The culprit's victims share no common traits. Their identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each Big Boo victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation location. For the culprit, what matters was the time and location, not the victim's identities. Affirmative. Don't burp, bro. I wasn't burping. Affirmative. Based on the current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage. Barry, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see what and where each occurred. Understood. Accessing Airspace Patrol's internal network. Wait, Barry. Why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even explain this if they catch us? Just stick to the public records. Too late. Second assistant. Intrusion and search processes complete. We're hacking! A complete schematic has been generated for second assistant with all singularity leakages and times. There's a little spider that's been freaking chilling on my desk recently, and I need him to get out of here. Need him to get out of here. He's just an itty-bitty little spider, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to freaking make a little spider web. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Make a little spider web on my freaking monitors, and I need him to get the freak out, bro. Okay, with all singularity leakage times and locations marked. These circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right? The energy hub, the retroflux zone, the CCD. Looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered around Blue Astrum. Right, I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated. Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records. What the heck? I need to figure out how to turn off YouTube's auto translation feature because it just corrected my name, Vico, to R there. When are you adding Pishboy and Pishcoman? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to add it to freaking Steam Elements on YouTube. I'm serious. I don't know. R there. Yeah, it just corrected my freaking name to R there for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for second assistant. Excuse me? Freaking stretching? Okay. Should I call you R there from now on? No, that's not my name. Alright. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for second assistant. So should we call you? No. The positions changed a lot. No wonder Lady Jakina spent so long dealing with the CCD's singularity leakage problem. Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas? These indicate multiple singularity leakages occurrences in close proximity, both in time and location. Under these conditions, multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the affected area in real space to expand accordingly. So what you're saying is multiple singularity leakages that will appear at the same time and place can overlap. Does that mean... Harry, can you recognize this data again? I want to pinpoint when and where these singularity leakages came closest to overlapping. So around here. Understood. Generating new analysis for the second assistant. Oh! It's a smooth path. What the heck? This has to be it. But what does it mean? Is this the path that the guy is taking? He's going down deeper into Blue Astrum, or is he going down higher? How long was I out? Fairy? I said wake me up after a bit, huh? Belle, what are you doing here? That's not important. Look at this. Fairy and I found out why the culprit is creating these singularity leakages. What is this? This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week, 3 days after we rescued Toby. All the singularity leakages overlap with another. In effect, the area stretches from the end of Scamal Hollow all the way to Blue Astrum's main urban district. I see. So is it trying to... Are they trying to literally split Blue Astrum apart? Are they trying to like split it apart and have both pieces fall? The culprit could use this method to move something from Scamal Hollow to Blue Astrum. Couldn't it be Ghosttypestudios? I see. Or they are the ghost. That's not my name. Don't even say that, bruh. Don't even say that, bruh. Don't even joke like that's not my name. I think so too. The culprit's real objective is likely to move Ghosttypestudios into Blue Astrum's urban district. I see. I thought he was trying to split it in half. When you entered it, it was clearly attracted to singularity leakages. But what happens after that? Once Ghosttypestudios is moved into Blue Astrum's urban district, then what? It destroys everything, right? If it's really inside the singularity leakages in Blue Astrum right now, why hasn't anyone found it? Looks like we'll have to follow the trail of the singularity leakages and investigate on site. I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight, Billy, Sissy, and I will head to the energy hub. Maybe we can follow whatever traces are left and find a new lead. After saying goodnight to Belle, you rest for a few hours soon after morning arrives. This is me getting a freaking mouth workout. This is an exercise for me to see how good I can talk. I'm trying really hard to read really well. Like someone... Some sort of stupid student? Yes, we're wearing school uniforms right now to blend in. We're undercover. What's up, gang? Guys, there you are. Belle already told us everything. Now that's our manager. You found a clue on the culprit, and in no time. Next, we investigate the site. We'll head to the energy hub and trace the singularity leakages as they appear until we locate either the culprit or Ghosttypestudios. Right, Fairy and I will stay here and provide remote support as always. Wise, if you run into the culprit or Ghosttypestudios, don't do anything reckless, okay? Your safety comes first. I wonder if Belle's getting bored of having to stay back all the time. I feel like we should do a trade where we let Belle go into the hollow and we have to stay back. I don't think that Maid Bamboo blends in. Okay, well the Maid Bamboo isn't blending in. Maid Bamboo is just doing Maid Bamboo duties. Your safety comes first. Don't worry, Belle. I promise I'll be extra careful. We'll protect the manager, too. Yeah, don't worry, Belle. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Wise and make a run for it. Oh, sorry, Billy. You're on your own, buddy. No problem. A Starlight Knight always protects the companions until their dying breath. I miss Nicole seeing Billy. It's true. I hope we get... Well, we should be getting her S-rank version, right? Sometime around next year? So there is always a chance. There's always a chance that our next main story quest is gonna have S-rank Nicole. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go. You head to the energy hub with Billy and Sissia. Following the path where singularity leakages appeared, you make your way deeper into the energy hub. Eventually, you arrive in front of the strange fissure. This should be the end of the path. It might take forever for her, but she should have a lot of story importance by that time. You carefully step inside, only to find yourselves facing... Wise, stay here. Or, Wise, we're here. Stay sharp, and if things go south, just run. Huh? Where are we? Did we end up back in Blue Astrum? It looks like an office. I think I've seen this place before. Isn't this Lady Drakina's office? Valina brought me here before. Lady Drakina's office? So Ghosttypestudios came all the way here just to walk straight into a trap? The Lady Drakina never mentioned anything like that. Is it an imitation? We expected the trail of singularity leakages lead into Blue Astrum, but why would it end at Lady Drakina's office? Is the implication that we're thinking either Lady Drakina is involved in helping open up the singularity leakages. I don't think so. I do think there's a guy on the inside. I think it's that weird, suspicious blonde guy that we met who's gonna be evil. And he is secretly trying to open up singularity leakages to help our dead corpse friend. You know? Wait, footsteps outside. Hide now. Before you can start to hide, the office door opens. You startled me. What are you all doing here? Well, actually, wise, you explain. You tell Lady Drakina what you've discovered so far, and how you arrived here from the energy hub. I see. A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't considered that possibility before. Your speculation is correct. If your speculation is correct, then Ghosttypestudios is most likely hiding among the singularity leakages in Blue Ashton right now. And if that's the case, then it all makes sense. Do you have any other clues? Well, you see, a few nights ago, a small singularity leakage appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deductions, the target of both the culprit and Ghosttypestudios is most likely... Wise, could I ask these two to step outside for a moment? After all, their identities. Okay. Could go two ways. Could go... I don't think Drakina is secretly evil. But could be that this is like a sneak attack. She says, get your two friends out of the way. I'm gonna execute you. And then take care of them afterwards while they're distracted. Or somebody is going to attack them outside while we're inside of the office, and we're gonna have to go help them. It's alright, Lady Drakina. We're all friends here. It shouldn't be an issue. Understood. I understand, but this concerns Ross Gallifrey's highest level secrets. The fewer people who know, the better. Especially considering who these two are. A new Eridu public security officer and, an unemployed freeloader? An unemployed freeloader is a little harsh, Lady Drakina. I get it. It's kind of a top security secret stuff where knowing too much means trouble, right? Maybe even getting silenced permanently. Yeah, more or less. This suspicious. It's a bit complicated, so Wise and I will need some time to talk. Lizzie and Billy, you can return to Amber Hall and rest. Weird, suspicious, weird, suspicious, weird, suspicious. Once we're done, someone will escort Wise back to you. Right away, no problem, Lady Drakina. Me and this robot vacuum will be disappearing right now. We already stopped listening. That's weird. That's suspicious. We're getting isolated. Why am I treated differently from Sissy and Billy? Is it something about my identity? Why would Lady Drakina send them away like that? Should I call them back here? Huh? What is it, Wise? Something on your mind? It's nothing, Lady Drakina. I'm here, Wise. I'll tell you what happened that night. Why do I have to be close? Can't we... I can hear you. Ooh! A comic strip, yay! Uh-oh. That night, I had just returned to my office when I sensed an unusually strong ether presence in the air. The source seems to be somewhere around here. Now that you mention it, there still is a faint trace of ether in this room. Aside from the residual ether, these documents were scattered across the floor at the time. Lady Drakina, are these documents connected to the incident? Compare them to what you have found. Once you read them, you will understand. She's being so sus. I'm scared. Are we about to get knocked out? CCD facility renovation plans, personnel transfer records, Rosetta data daily reports. They don't seem to have much in common. What's going on? My eye just... That ethereal broke in several days ago. So why is there still ether residue? And ether isn't coming from in front of me. Yeah, okay. She's being suspicious. Oh, my dog is out. Okay, so Lady Drakina is... She's definitely... I don't think Lady Drakina herself is evil. I think this is a puppeteer situation. I'm pretty... Aren't we? pretty certain that Lady Drakena, Lady Lindvern, and Lady Eldreda are all intelligent constructs. Is this another case of yokai? I hope she is evil. It would be really cool. Is this another thing with yokai? But yokai uses pink magic. Heroes. I knew it. You're not Lady Drakena. This is a really cool... Okay, her big ol' spiky thing. Is this an ether weapon? This is ethereal stuff. What exactly are you? This is a beautiful illustration. I love the comic strips. Lady Drakena. I am Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our employment. Truvia, run! Huh? You really look like... Okay, this must be how she becomes storyteller. Look at that! The blood and everything. Truvia! No. Move now. This must be how she becomes storyteller. Inside the CCG, a piercing alarm sounds again and again. Lady Drakena, are you unharmed? We received word that something inside the CCG... Is that Miss Truvia? How did this... Secret? Thank goodness, just in time. Hurry! Help me stop the bleeding. Uh-oh, we're getting framed. Yes, Lady Drakena. This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her alone with Wise. Wise? Lady Drakena, forgive my boldness, but do you mean Mr. Wise gravely wounded Miss Truvia? That's what happened. Well, what I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Wise and Truvia. But I believe Wise must have acted on impulse. He would never do this otherwise. In any case, our first priority is to find Wise and get to the bottom of this. Okay, wait, does this mean that Storyteller is like a corrupted version of Truvia? Like, they take her back, whatever, the big bads, they steal her away, basically, while she's wounded, and they kind of rewire her. She like a brainwashing case? Get to the bottom of this. He just fled. Linfern isn't here, so can I count on you to handle this, Sigrid? Oh. Sigrid, is something troubling you? Is she suspicious? You shouldn't be suspicious. Trust your horse instinct, Sigrid. My apologies. Lady Drakena, I will find Wise at once and bring him back to you. Good. I'll leave that to you, Sigrid. About tonight. Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who have just arrived to feel any unnecessary panic. Yes, Lady Drakena. Meanwhile, somewhere in the City of the Skies... Heroes! Why would you pull me away, Truvia? She was right there. Why wouldn't you let me save her? She was beyond saving. Her wounds were clearly fatal. There was no way to save her. That thing that appeared like Sunbringer, we cannot face it on our own. Aren't you powerful, Pyrrhus? She's supposed to be powerful, Pyrrhus. So why? Why didn't you use your power to save her? Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Ruscalifer buried alongside your old classmate? Acting on impulse won't save her, and it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you. And then go do what only you can do. What you have to do. The only thing I can do. Is this the first time someone died in this game? No. There's been multiple other deaths, but this is like... I think first on-screen, like, real murder. Like, real murder of character that's supposed to be. Green-haired... Yeah, there's been quite a couple of characters who have died. But I feel like this is the first one that's like close to Wise and Belle. We've seen blood before, we've seen bodies before, we've seen people dying before. I think this is just the most gruesome one we've witnessed so far. Hi, I'm good, how are you? Can't do anything. Where is she? Is she gonna be? Yes, of course. You sure look like a mess. It's only been one day. How did you end up like this? Why are you here? Airspace patrol alarms have been going off non-stop, so I had to check, didn't I? They could be looking for their fugitive. So how did you manage to end up in such a mess? If you don't want to talk, fine. But don't stand out here in the rain, okay? You'll catch a cold. Waha! 3D image! 3D image! Pew 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 pew. And if you don't want to go home... Oh, right. Amber Hall's already surrounded by airspace control. Going back now would be walking straight into a trap. In that case, why don't you come back to my place for a while? At least I can give you somewhere to sleep. That sucks for Belle. She's gonna be worried out of her brains. If you don't answer, then I'll take your silence as a yes. You let Remiel bring her back to the place at Enna Gang's hideout. Interesting. I mean, it's a very cozy place. Well, I get to sleep in her bed. Her bed looks very nice. You got a nice bed set up for... Is that like a blow-up mattress? It definitely is. Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. You've got the strength. You can take a hot shower, too. There's a makeshift bathroom over there. The Bangbu built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself. Why? Why did you bring me here? Shouldn't you thank me first, Mr. Soaked to the Bone? Thanks, Remiel. Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here. It's your turn. Another clean towel as she speaks. My turn to do what? Your turn to dry my wings for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own. What's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor. Okay, bonding time. Switch places with Remiel and sit behind her. This is what a winged Theron's wings feel like. That's pretty. That's a very pretty illustration. Pew, 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 pew. Clean, 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 clean. I never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them. Same thing goes for taking a shower. Though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too wet. I feel really uncomfortable, huh? Honestly, it's miserable. And such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless, too hot. And I start shedding. Too cold, and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. The best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But with wings this large, there are spots that I can't reach. Before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak into Belly's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her sheets. Why would you crawl into someone else's bed? Wouldn't that make her upset? It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. No matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always just do what you're doing now, slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, you are very, very soggy in this image. I feel like we're not doing a good job of drying you off. Do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me? I remember something about an operation called Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were both involved in an accident and then both died in the line of duty. Died in the line of duty, such a noble, dignified phrase, though in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons. Inside the Void Hunters' weapons? That's right. Remember the enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as the Karma Core, found only within an enchainer. According to Archie, a Karma Core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally, something made directly by the creator. The creator made the Karma Core as a power capable of rewriting the laws within the hollows, and used them as the cores to create enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the enchainers, but the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. Archie and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within the Porcelloid, and from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons. But the power wielded by Void Hunter weapons ultimately came from the creator? Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So when Archie, I keep calling them Archie, but I'm worried that it's Archie and Sunbringer proposed the plan. We never doubted it for a moment. Lady Sunbringer and Professor Archie's plan? Yes, Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of porcelloid as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the Karma Core sealed within our weapons. It means we would become artificial enchainers, no more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for Archie's lies so easily. It was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike. Yes, Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth of Archie's plan. Otherwise, she probably would have insisted... He wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. Only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner. Archie was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans, so I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But whatever the truth, it ended with Karma Core spiraling out of control, and Belly becoming a new enchainer. As for me, I partially fused with the Karma Core inside of Taumiel, becoming what I am now. A monster, a half-human, half-enchainer. Maybe deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Taumiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near-suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal in Persana's Hollow until about a year ago. Remember my feathers? The one that can pin you in place? That's an example. The Karma Core sealed within Taumiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. Because I partially fused with the Karma Core, even without Taumiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Taumiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to. She still has her back to you, but somehow you can picture the sadness and loneliness on her face. Just like the expression you're wearing right now. Never mind, enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this? Still, now that I've told you so much, a white wing suddenly sweeps in front of you. Samuel turns to face you, wearing the same faintly enigmatic smile as always. It's your turn. My turn again? For what? Tell me your story, of course. Let's call it another round of our little Q&A game. If you didn't ask, but I had a feeling you want to know, so I went ahead and answered anyway. Now it's your turn. Just started talking on your own. Fair enough, but once you say certain things out loud, they don't weigh on you quite as much anymore. Or perhaps you'd like a little help getting started. Let me think. Think about your days at Helios Academy. Serpico and Truvia, they transferred to Helios not long after Bella and I started there. They came from a prominent background. They were adopted children of Mosaint, the head of High Ambitions Corp. They were exceptional students as well, so it didn't take long for them to become some of the Academy's most talked about students. Adopted children. Adopted? Why were they adopted? We were all studying under Miss Carroll at the time, and before long, we became close friends. Back then, we all had ambitious plans for the future, understanding the Hollows, perhaps even conquering the 6th grade Hollows. In our teacher's words, we were meant to seize the sun called Helios. Later, the 4 of us who ranked at the top became the only 4 people to ever have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test of the implants, I lost control. Serpico, he died because of me. When I finally woke up in the hospital, I learned that Truvia had been taken away by the people from High Ambitions Corp the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital. This is the fall of the old capital. I thought this was the aftermath of Serpico. I see. She was one of High Ambitions Corp's rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Bella and I were seriously injured. We still wanted to go back then, back to the ruins of Helios, to save as many people as we could. That's crazy. Okay, this is showing you guys how I don't know all that much about the timeline of ZZZ. I thought the fall of the old capital was about 50 years ago. I thought it was like 50 years ago because of how much New Eridu has rebuilt. But she turned us down without hesitation. It's crazy if it's only about like 15 years ago. I can't really remember what happened after that. But on that day, at Helios, no one made it out alive except Belle and me. Then, in Roskalifer, I met Truvia again. We talked about the past. The way she spoke about it felt as though she were talking about someone else's life. I didn't know how to face her, and ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's or Serpico's or... Everyone is like 1,000 years old or a child. It's very difficult in anime games to keep track of ages and timelines. That's interesting. If he's constantly feeling watched, it's probably because he's getting spied on. But is your name Victor? Yes. Hi. Hello guys. It is. It is. So do we think that it's Truvia's implants that allow her to see? We know that Serpico is either... I think he's gonna be a corrupted puppet kind of guy. I think his corpse is probably taken and repurposed, or they used it to create an intelligent construct-like being, because he and yokai are directly connected. If what happened is about to happen to Truvia, that means Truvia gets stabbed. She's dead, kind of like Serpico was clinically dead. But they're gonna take her corpse and they're going to repurpose it into this puppet, kind of. And that's how we're going to get Storyteller. Which is how Serpico and Truvia are gonna connect And I guess Serpico is getting built up as a final boss for when we meet Storyteller, right? Because that's her brother, so we're gonna have to probably fight him. I didn't know whether it was Truvia's or Serpico's, or perhaps it was your own. The you from the past, the one who kept thinking, if only I had done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive himself. Making peace with the past isn't easy, and sometimes you don't get the chance at all. There won't be another chance. Truvia, she was killed by Drakina. By that thing pretending to be Drakina. If that is a thing pretending to be Drakina, where is the real Drakina? Is she currently imprisoned somewhere, or is she being puppeteered? Because if she's being puppeteered, she's probably an intelligent construct, and this is another part of the yokai problem, right? You tell Remiel everything that happened inside the CCD. I see, so that means Drakina, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet. Hurried banging footsteps and frantic shouting echo through the area. Okay, we won't get the chance to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure, let's go find out. Go back, there's nothing here. Is this his kid? Where... How did Secret know we were here? Have they really been spying on us? Please don't come any closer. There's nothing here. I'm afraid I cannot comply. I know Mr. Wise is here, and I've come to take him back. Please do not stand in the way of my duty. Secret, she won't be easy to fool. Wise, hide for now. I'll think of something. Wise, what are you doing? Secret, I'm right here. There's no need to pressure them. I'm right here. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, Mr. Wise. But I'm sorry, I can't go back with you. No, hurry and hide! This person's dangerous! Since Wise has already stepped out into the open, I suppose there's little point in remaining hidden. This would be our first proper face-to-face meeting, would it not? Deputy Director of Airspace Patrol. Remiel, now that is an unexpected development. Okay, I'm gonna imagine that Sigurd is about to think that we're working with Remiel because she's the fugitive, which is why we killed Truvia. Misunderstandings afoot, guys. Misunderstandings afoot. Okay. Mr. Wise, Lady Drakina has ordered a search for you. But our only aim is to uncover the truth of what happened inside the CCD, so please come back with me. As for this fugitive, I wanted the attempted assassination of Lady Eldreda. Just so we're clear, if you decided to make a move here, you'll be the only one who dies. How can you be so sure before you actually try? I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I am a fugitive after all. Hardly a saint to begin with. But are you really willing to die like this? As a puppet controlled by that monster without ever learning the truth? Then speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles. So this is why she tried to assassinate. So Eldreda is a puppet? Can't stay, but I hope you guys have fun. Thank you, Wolfons! Thank you, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'll tell you outright. The Sunbringer inside the CCD was Girta Blulu in disguise. What did you say? I expected that reaction from Secret, but you too, Wise? I thought you'd figured it out already. I didn't think that Girta Blulu was that intelligent. I know it definitely wasn't Lady Drakina, but Girta Blulu? How's that possible? That's quite the story. I was expecting something more along the lines of, how dare you slander Lady Drakina, followed by you charging straight with your spear. I was quite prepared for that. Or could it be you've suspected all along that the Sunbringer at the CCD might not be the real one? What makes you so certain that it was Girta Blulu? Intuition, perhaps? Of course, there's also my trust in Wise and a little reasoning. According to Wise's account, they followed the trail of the singularity leakage through the energy hub, yet somehow ended up in Lady Drakina's office. Then the false Drakina showed up and sent Billy and Sissy away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Wise for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw through the imposter's disguise too and became her first target. After that, Secret Drakina ordered you to bring Wise back to the CCD and uncover the truth. Have I got that right? Yeah. I understand why you'd find it hard to believe, but this is what I saw with my own eyes. I did receive orders from Lady Drakina, but what does that prove? Let's put it this way, Secret. Before you arrived, based solely on Wise's description, I assumed Lady Drakina's karma core had gone out of control and turned her into an enchainer. But from what we've seen before, if that were the case, there's no way she could have retained her human consciousness, much less continued issuing orders to you. I didn't know that these enchainers could have detailed consciousness, because what we saw was a giant freaky worm thing, right? That's so interesting. So it can shapeshift and try and like make reasonable demands and imitate people. That's so interesting. Is it because it's in part connected to yokai? And because it's connected to yokai, it has the ability to tap into the consciousness of yokai and use yokai as a way to formulate these long strings of thought? Because I thought they were like an incomprehensible creature, but they're not. If they are just corrupted people, basically, with human brains who became enchainers and slowly developed into these monsters, that's so I'm very interested. Along with the recent appearance of multiple enchainer larvae, it is entirely possible that either Girtablulu or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage and, through the karma core, became partially fused with Lady Drakina. How could that even be possible? It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and karma cores. Good, that saves me a fair bit of explanation. I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her karma core into 3 parts and entrusted them to the 3 ladies we see today. That would also explain why Girtablulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again, there may be a 3rd enchainer larva out there that we simply haven't discovered. So Girtablulu is Drakina, Bashmu is Eldreda, Lindvern hasn't been in... So are they trying to develop an enchainer larva for specifically Lindvern? As for why I don't think it was Bashmu, well, that's easy. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't have possibly gone unnoticed. Okay, see, that's my issue. I was thinking of Bashmu as Girtablulu. Bashmu is the giant, weird thing that we saw. Bashmu is huge and gross and squiggly, and I don't know what its consciousness is like, but I guess Girtablulu is much smaller, which makes it a lot easier to infest these areas. Girtablulu, or a 3rd enchainer larva we haven't yet discovered. It attacked Lady Drakina and it succeeded. Just not completely. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like 2 people fighting over the same controller. Drakina's consciousness and Girtablulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control both the body and the karma core. Interesting. By the current situation, it seems Girtablulu has the upper hand. If they're both fighting for control over it, could we interpret this as Lady Drakina is currently using her consciousness to guard the karma core from Girtablulu, which is why it has the power to control her body and things like that? Because she's focusing all of her efforts on protecting the karma core? Since if an enchainer gets the karma core, they can basically make new hollows. Still nothing more than speculation. And if Mr. Wise deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold. I have no way of proving that I wasn't lying. Alright, Wise, I believe you, and I believe everything you've told me. Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say this means you still have room for us to talk, wouldn't you agree? What is it you want to talk about? Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course. So, interested. There's too many eyes out here, should we speak inside? Interesting. And no, guard, I think you should stop sniffing the floor. I don't think that's the way you should be doing this. That's interesting. Interesting! I never expected airspace patrol surveillance network to have such a glaring blind side. Would you call it that? But for all this, I would have believed anyone who would... I wouldn't have believed anyone who willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of bamboo either. I was pretty shocked when I first got here too. Alright, let's save the small talk for later. Let's discuss how we're going to deal with DREAMBLUE, or rather, what to do about Drakina. First of all, the enemy has already taken control of the CCD. That effectively gives it access to Roskalifer's communication networks as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronics means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately. Lady Drakina did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island. See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof. No offense to horse theorians, of course, she's being racist. Go on. Dealing with it actually wouldn't be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. I am curious about the animal symbolism that they're choosing here, because they're using Remiel as the winged Theron, which I'm not going to interpret her as an angel. We don't see a halo the way that we see with Nanggong, right? But perhaps a dove, a symbol of peace, right? Because we haven't really seen Remiel with a halo at all, while Nanggong definitely has a halo. We see it literally behind her head. She has a halo. So, if she is a dove, or maybe a crane? I agree, Potato. The use of the horse for secret is also really interesting. My only real knowledge of horses in mythology, especially when in relation to Chinese mythology, is the horse who is secretly a dragon from Journey to the West that is helping the monk travel. So it becomes a horse in order to help him reach the West and bring the scrolls. That's the main one that I'm thinking of, and the other one is in Lunar New Year, the horse that carries the rat on its back, right? Is that what it is? Not rat. It carried something on its back. The chicken? Horse myth, Lunar New Year. Simple energy, speed, hard work, and freedom. Greece, the horse arrived fast and strong, taking 7th place after pausing for a clever snake startled it near the finish line. Each animal, wood, fire, earth. I don't know. I'm just curious about the symbolism of why they chose to make her a horse. You know? I mean, obviously she's also like a very dedicated, hardworking individual, but it's more interesting in the real, like thinking further about it, right? Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even if I can't be sure, I can't bring it down in a single strike. None of us know how deeply it's fused with the Karma Core. I think I'm misinterpreting. I'm pretty sure the ox is the one that carried something on its back, not the horse. We act rashly. Worst case, everyone in Roskalifer ends up witnessing Lady Drakina turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Drakina to Roskalifer, all we've really done is save a monster that could return into an ethereal at any point. I never thought you cared about Roskalifer's order and stability. Why wouldn't I? This is my utopia my friend built. With her own hands. Make sure no one else finds out. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would notice the moment she feels anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated, somewhere no one would notice. There is the two things. And they pulled the plow. This is true. This is true. Or somewhere no one would notice. Wait, I've got it. It's the banquet, right? Go on. Tomorrow's CCD is holding a welcoming banquet for every guest in its reception hall. Lady Drakina is scheduled to host it herself, which means she'll have to appear in person. That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble, but Mr. Wise, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed? What if a singularity leakage happened to appear during the banquet? That sucks. We're gonna be endangering a lot of people. Okay. A passage formed by multiple singularity leakages. That's how it was transferred to Buastrom in the first place, so naturally, we can use the same method to send it back. But how do we ensure that it can't return in the future? If it already can build the singularity leakages pathways up, and we're gonna send it out through the singularity, then how do we ensure it doesn't... Do we purify it within the singularity leakages? There are no airspace patrol soldiers near the hollow at the time, then it shouldn't attract any attention, right? I'm starting to lose track of what you mean, Mr. Wise. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at the exact time? Yesterday, Remiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think we can make something similar. As long as we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet should be able to be in any danger. As long as we have stable hollow observation data, run calculations. I don't have the HDD with me. I can't contact Bell or Fairy for either. How am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data? If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I'm not an expert in that, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There are a derelict area known as Roswick within Scammell Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on-site and never retrieved. If the equipment is still operation, we should be able to make use of it. But without data boot to handle the calculations, they would probably take the Enna gang's Bangbu. They're willing to help us. Don't you remember, Wise? In their eyes, those three Songmbringers are all imposters. Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor. That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scammell Hollow without tripping off the imposter? Almost you, Remiel, turned to look at Sigrid. Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that? Nothing. I was just simply certain the Airspace Patrol Deputy Director might be able to get us into Scammell Hollow. At first light tomorrow, I will return here, find a way to get you into Roswick. I can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer. And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, then I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost. Just pauses. Before I leave, there's one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Remiel. Why did you try to assassinate Eldreda? Why are you going to such lengths to save Lady Drakina? Because none of them are Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from the city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch these things for my friends cherished to be destroyed by monsters from who knows where. You want to destroy them yourself. Or are they preparing to use Bashmu to fuse it with Eldreda? Is that the goal? Is DREAMBLUE infecting Drakina as preparation of making sure that Bashmu can enter and overtake Eldreda? And then create a very powerful enchainer? Interesting. Okay. Chat with Remiel before going to bed? After crisis today, I figured you'd sleep when it would come easy. You were alright, dear fellow wanted criminal? Not bad. You? Well, I'm clearly used to the situation, so fine, of course. I'm talking about your physical condition. Are you worried about me because I mentioned my enchainer transformation? Relax, I'm tougher than you think. I can feel myself sleeping. I can feel myself slipping slowly and irreversibly toward the abyss of an enchainer. But I'm not about to turn into some monster anytime soon. You can rest assured that I won't snap and attack you while you're working together. Okay, if you need to sleep, I understand. Have good sleepies. Have good sleepies. Interesting. Okay, worsen Tomiel's strength, worsen it. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. The more I use Tomiel, the stronger the creator's corruption. But I need that power, so there's no reason for me to hold back. Don't worry, Mr. Worrywart. My companion provided me with some specially made medicine. This little room and use the calming medicine to write it out. Just like a week ago. Is this your perspectiveness coming into play? Perceptiveness coming into play, or are you holding a grudge? Because you're not wrong. A week ago and back-to-back fighting pushed me right to the edge, and I could barely keep the corruption in check. The corruption will show my skin. Will show on my skin. And trust me, you don't want to see it. Honestly, I don't want anyone seeing me like that either. All monstrous and ugly. I'd rather die. So sorry for running. Took a week, but I finally got the symptoms under control. Amiel. Vibes are rubbing off on me, Mr. Sourface. Should at least get some rest and take better care of yourself. We're counting on you tomorrow. Interesting. Sofa, interesting. Sofa, I have to sleep on this? I can't sleep in her... What the hell? I have to sleep on the little, like, wooden box? That's crazy. I bet my back is killing me. That's nuts. I can't believe that this is what I slept on. It's literally just wooden planks on carpet. What? Ramiel, we couldn't squeeze in together? It doesn't have to be weird. I've secured a carrot for the Roswick area. As promised, I will escort you there. How do you intend to get us there? Surely not under the pretense of transporting newly captured fugitives. Of course not. I brought this. She definitely thought about it. So what's inside? Costumes and props. They should allow you to accompany openly in Scammel Hollow. Airspace patrol uniforms. Not bad idea. Now that's secret for you. Wait, why wouldn't they freaking... Wait, if Zenless on Zero really wanted $1 billion, they would have made them buyable freaking skins. That's the plan. In any case, please hurry and change. The time is short. We must depart as soon as possible. Before long, you arrive at the port outpost near Bu Astro. Is this going to be a comic strip? I need to freaking edit my settings. I keep forgetting to edit my freaking sound settings. I have the voices real low. This is not airspace control uniforms. Double roar. Something the matter? Why have you fallen silent? Is the size incorrect? The size is certainly part of the problem. Are you serious? You expect this to fool airspace patrol soldiers? Yes, I believe it should serve well enough. There's no serving here. The deputy director of airspace control traveling with Mr. Roar? No, two Mr. Roars, no less? Is that anything in Roskalifer? Is there anything more suspicious in Roskalifer than that? She must have her reasons. They're besties. The truth is, it was already rather late by the time I returned yesterday. I had no time to prepare. As luck would have it, one of our squad members found a Mr. Roar mascot suit near Beckford Street. Ha 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 ha, this is your fault, Remy. During yesterday's routine patrol, so I brought it with me. Could it be that the day before yesterday? The one you left there the day before yesterday? So you are fond of Mr. Roar too, Remiel? I am not! How did you two even arrive at that conclusion? Wait! There are two mascot suits here, don't tell me. The other one is mine. What? We're wearing her fursuit? In any case, once we enter the outpost, I ask that you both cooperate and play your parts as Mr. Roar properly. Don't do anything that will reveal your identities. Okay, Roar. Go. You seem rather pleased with yourself. Stay in character, Remiel. Every sentence Mr. Roar says must end with Roar. Understood, Deputy Director Secret Roar. Very well, since you are both prepared, let us move out. I love Secret. Oh, she's so awesome. Ugh. And they did do an incredible job on the freaking... on the sculpt. Look at that! Look at that sculpt! Phenomenal. Also, I love the... You guys already know my love for, like, dark-colored, dark-colored freaking mesh type of tight materials. Like, stockings. And that being her shirt, peak. Peak. Eek, I love it. Okay, hi. Good morning, Lady Secret. Up and about early as always. They are... Mr. Roar's. I know it's Mr. Roar, but why plural? Obviously, Mr. Roar has a twin. Since when did this become a part of his backstory? I've never heard of that before. Did you really think Roskaliver's massive pancake demand could be handled by a single Mr. Roar? Mr. Roars, please tell my subordinate the truth. We have to forget Mr. Roar on odd day shifts. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays for... I'm the Mr. Roar for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday shifts. Roar. Signature catchphrase. Yeah, that's definitely Mr. Roar. No, wait. That's not the point here. Why have you brought Mr. Roars here? For pancakes. Is that some sort of mission code name? He's getting suspicious. He needs to stop asking questions to his superior. I get it now, Lady Sigrid. Pancake ingredients were lost in the hollow, weren't they? That's why you rushed the two Mr. Roars and helped search for them. I understand completely. Roskaliver needs pancakes just as much as Airspace Patrol needs you and Lady Lindburn. Okay. Affirmative. That is correct. Pause is way too obvious. I understand everything now, Lady Sigrid. Please wait a moment. I'll let you and the two Mr. Roars through right away. It's really awesome that these are the people that are guarding your super ultra secret city. Agreed, my head hurts too. I'm starting to think a second brain might be necessary, War. The route is ready. We may depart whenever you are prepared. They're cute! We're ready. We can let you two Mr. Roars through whenever you give the word. Let's go! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Go, go. I nearly reached Roswick. From here on, there's no need to worry about being spotted by my subordinates. There are no scheduled patrols in Roswick today. What are you two doing? They're pissed. Finally got the headpiece off. I was beginning to wonder how much longer I could last in there. See, I told you, this costume is way too tight and stuffy. Getting stuck in it the other day was definitely not my fault. It's not very polite to stare, Miss Deputy Director. Is there something on my face? No, nothing like that. I merely thought you seemed somewhat more lively than I expected. Oh, wait, I like that. I like them becoming friends. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. You're quite different from the Remiel described in the records of the first generation Void Hunters. Those records were all come across as rather stern and proper, don't we? Well, I suppose that can't be helped. We were Void Hunters after all. We had to look the part, especially the sort of void hunter people expected to see. The head of the Hoshimi family gets lost at the drop of a hat. Sunbringer is a bit socially awkward, and Joyous spends every other day nursing a hangover. Alcoholic? You wouldn't expect any of that to make it into the official records, would you? Indeed. Wait, if he's gonna be a... Oh, I really hope he's a playable character by the time... I really hope we get him as a playable character, because Joyous alcoholic character would be so fun. What about you, Remiel? What's the real you like? The real me? Isn't she standing right in front of you already? That's about what I expected. Oh my, then we really are in sync. But let's save the gossip for later, shall we? Don't forget why we came here. The central district of Roswick is just ahead. The device we are looking for should be there. Let's keep moving. Dear. Iki, let me switch my audio. I'll turn these things up a little bit. But, give me just a second, Wisp. I'll be right back. I need to take a little pee break. So please enjoy the BGM while I'm gone. Hello, welcome back. Hi. Also, welcome, Superior Miyabi Gunner. What's up, man? Welcome. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue our freaking gamer maxing. We're in Scommel Hollow, or Roswick. Course. Pass through the tunnel first. Okay. The fissure. Phew. Okay. We have the fissure beacon. So this is Roswick. How's the progress so far? We've gotten through one part of the chapters. I'm pretty sure we have 2 more left. I never imagined that this place would end up like this. You've been here before? Yes, back when it was only Sunbringer. I'm also gonna let them read sometimes. I hope you guys don't mind. Just to preserve my voice a little bit. Distance is called Meridian Hall. Search facility overseen by Sunbringer. With Joyous and the others to verify whether the Rosetta Data computational model was viable. Porcelain, so this should be pretty ether resistant. I'm so curious about the origins of porcelain. I feel like I wasn't freaking explained enough. This is a long quest? Yeah. It's the main story quest, so it's a lot longer. Sorry, Sigrid. Yeah, he puts us in his pocket and then we all run on top of the rails. Okay. No, don't worry. You've tutorialized me on her existence so many times. Not bad. Bobbies! Learn more about it with Claret. True, we will. We gotta. Cause apparently Roxy has a Persoloid heart, right? So as long as we learn... Or launch the 4th hit. Okay, I don't know anything about Roxy. I saw the fact that her her cinemas explained the fact that she has a Persoloid heart that Claret made her. That helps her stay alive. Okay, the object bears a strong resemblance to a certain device within the CCD. It's Tetris! He hasn't been affected by spatial distortions. It remains intact. Guess we're pretty lucky. What does this key open? Meridian Hall, the back door that Sunbringer left. I see. Alright, let's... Hold on. I want my freaking teleport. I want my teleport. Aside from Meridian Hall, most of the buildings here, residences, and other facilities prepared for the researchers who worked here. Swallowed by the Hollow, it wouldn't matter. There was nothing important inside them to begin with. Meridian Hall is different. The prototype used to verify Rosetta Data is stored inside. Sunbringer, she always believed these instruments might still serve a purpose someday. So she designed and dedicated an emergency restoration system for the entirety of Meridian Hall. That's the back door I meant. Recorded when the device was configured, allowing people to enter or leave. Default state. That's interesting. So this is... If it's a restoration, is it like... using the Karma Core's ability to manipulate time? There's actually 2 parts to this key. We need to find both to enter. Back then, Sunbreaker gave each of us Void Hunters a copy of the key just in case the unexpected happened. Somewhere nearby. I mean, people hide spare keys under doormats or in flower pots all the time, right? Taking it with me back then, it wouldn't be at a loss now. We would be at a loss now. Somewhere rather up high, I think. Will you fly us up there? Surely it's natural for me to have forgotten. This feels suspicious. You didn't just toss it somewhere, did you? Turning to a static background asset with all RGB values set to 255? What does this mean? Is she gonna turn me into a small brown stain? What is this? RGB values at 255. So if you're all highest intensity color, does that mean a shadow or a white speck? Check around the high first, perhaps we'll find clues. Okay, let's put it into the device. That's not gonna backfire, I hope. I hope it doesn't backfire. Rubik's Cube. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. This is a pretty awesome transformation. I'm not gonna lie. Only half the key. Huh. Yeah, white. Full white. Okay, I thought so. Not bad. Okay, not bad again. Is it too loud, by the way? I never know. I never know. It sounds loud in my ears, but I'm not certain if it's loud on stream. Not bad, Wise. Thank you for stabbing a guy in the head or shooting a guy in the head. You know, whichever. Stabbing, shooting, nothing wrong with that. I must inform you. Enemies? That sounded like Eldreda. Yeah. That was her voice. The other half of the key is over there. I can't go this way, whatever. I definitely saw the fact that there was a chest all the way back on the other side of the building. Okay, I have to hack this thingy. Take over the bot. Okay. Alright. I can't see. What the hell? No exploration allowed. Okay, it's okay. I do want to clear this quest up. You know, that's my goal today, so I'm not really focused on exploring all that deeply. Emotional support something? Dimensional. Dimensional support or something, whatever. Whatever it's called, dimensional. What is the transformation? I didn't understand. Okay, so this is... I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, there's a thingy here. Okay. Oh, it's lagging so bad. Why? That's not good. I don't want it to be lagging. That's bad. That's terrible. ZZZERO, please don't lag. It's more important to not have everything be lagging all of the time. Okay. Okay, we charge this thing. Okay. Interesting. So, this is gonna tell us a little bit more. This should tell us a little bit more about... Is this joyous? Heart attack. This... Oh my god, this design, this sound design, terrible. And by terrible, I mean really good. It's very unsettling. But ow, it hurts my ears. Wow. Aww. Oh, Kitty, perhaps that's just because it sparkles. No laser bridges, Sag. No, it's okay, it's okay. We have technically a laser bridge, don't worry. Okay. Wait, hold on. I don't think I have the English dub version downloaded, but it might be good to test it out. Do I have it? No, I do! Oh, this is gonna be weird.
Go and take the key.
This is gonna be weird. I haven't played it in so long, but this might be easier on me since I won't have to read everything.
Been left here all this time. Poor thing. Now, I'll take you to fulfill your purpose.
I'm shocked that I don't have the Chinese dub downloaded. I usually play on Chinese dub, actually. Okay.
Rosetta data.
I know. A moment like this does call for celebration. Just as it did back then.
That voice, is that Eldreda? Or Sunbringer?
Yes. That's Belly.
Oh, that's May! I'm gonna call her May. Just as how I keep calling her Alicia, I'm gonna keep calling her May.
Alright, we have the key.
You have to download the languages, yeah. The voiceover languages, I have to download them.
My old friends.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry about your depression and your dead friends. They're so loud. Can you tell them to, like, be quiet? Yeah, I get it. We're going to a place.
They really
So interesting that there's this
Are
train.
you okay?
Yes.
I don't think you are, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think you are definitely not that. Okay, we have the other half of the key. It doesn't sound like you're okay. But we got it. We did the freaking Rubik's Cube. Will we take the keys? I think we should take the keys with us. And so that they're no longer in this hollow.
The Meridian Hall has been fully restored.
Well, that went rather smoothly.
It did.
Let's hope
Don't jinx us. We're totally getting jinxed. We're gonna find Ghosttypestudios or Bombshoe in here, or
Here is still
Serpico.
shifting. The entire building should have returned to its original state by now. Should it not?
We're still in a hollow.
there's a delay. The device is over 100 years old after all. A little instability is to be expected, I suppose.
This doesn't.
The environmental changes won't affect our exploration much.
Let us keep moving forward.
Why are there ethereals here as well?
Everything is hinting that something has already happened to this place.
The space was hidden. No wonder so many ethereals gathered here.
Is this the remnants of the people who were in here when this became a hollow?
Is this the last one?
I don't know, man.
I was expecting something a little tougher.
Hey, man, let's not get overzealous. We still gotta fight freaking Ghosttypestudios and Bombshoe
My spear
soon.
staff than lightning.
So absolutely no need to be like, man, I wish I had a better exercise when you were like, last week I was freaking having my skin melt off or whatever it was.
So predictable.
Okay. It's weird. I think the thing that I'm most weirded out by is not by Remiel's or Secret's English voice actors, because I think the ZZZERO voice actors are really good. And I'm just so used to JP Wise now that it's weird to hear him with an English voice. But the English voice actor for Wise is really, really good.
What am I gonna do with you?
Engage. What?
I like Secret's English voice actor so much. She has that good weird girl charm that I like it.
There it is, the device we're after. Let's go, Wise. What comes
So this is the prototype.
The equipment was not damaged in that fight, was it?
I like it a lot. I think it's really nice.
It's a prototype, but the modules aren't that different from modern. I think
Prototype boot up.
this is it.
Fun. Ah!
Did it!
Seeing these screens light up again after all this time feels strange.
I'm gonna have to play on auto. It's surprisingly, the seems feels like a lot like the
No
HED.
issues so far.
Everything is super
If
sus
anything,
right now.
It's been suspiciously smooth. This system feels
Everything is
remarkably
super
similar to the
sus.
HDD. Next, I'll connect to ProfitBoo. He'll act as a relay node and mask our Rosetta data request as normal traffic. To minimize exposure, we'll only pull essential data from the CCD and handle the rest locally.
Okay.
I only managed to install the essential modules on ProfitBoo, and with most of the bandwidth reserved for Rosetta data transmission, the connection may be a little rough.
Okay. Establish the connection to the outside of the hollow.
Oh, that's Griff. Looks like it worked.
I'm concerned.
Need anything from us, Wise?
Thanks, but not right now.
Thanks, but not...
Understood. We will keep watch for any ethereals and keep the area secure.
Link bandwidth stable.
Uh-oh.
Traffic disguise deployed.
Uh-oh.
Target side response seems
Uh-oh.
normal.
Something terrible is about to
Starting
happen.
designated path prediction calculations.
As expected of a hollow specialist, the aura is completely different.
I like
Watching him,
her like mature voice a
It
lot.
truly occurred to me that Rosetta Data was born here.
She kind of's got that
Yes.
MILF voice. This
Exactly.
is the type of voice I really liked for...
Link bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation.
the eyes.
What?
So is this Eldreda?
Theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Is this already Eldreda? Because her eyes are different from the
That one
teaser.
delivers good news. You nearly gave me a heart attack.
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the composure training I recommended.
Grandma Hoshibi, so cute.
How many more people do you intend to torment with your family's strange tradition?
So loud.
Hello?
That's quite the commotion.
Whatever, man.
the
Whatever, whatever.
experiment
Yeah,
is
we get it. You're super awesome and peak
Yes,
and whatever. We get
very
it.
much so.
He's aura farming, whatever.
It would
Get
have
him
been
out of my
more
face.
successful if the core technology provider had simply stayed asleep.
Even a little nap earns me that much grief. I was merely showing full confidence in my
I'm so
colleagues'
curious what his
professional
voice sounds like in
competence.
JP now. Wow.
Besides, today's success is only the first step.
I'm
toward
freaking
taking
out,
back
man, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, all right. At a time like this, why not be honest and express a little joy? Even if the Rosetta data is only the beginning, it is
Rest
still
in
the
peace,
beginning of
May.
a
You were so
miracle.
sweet.
Let us celebrate
He
properly.
was so
shall we?
sweet.
And Professor Arke, don't even think about skipping it.
Then, let's throw a party, like the one Mayflower treated us
He's
to.
an alcoholic. Is this Sayu? I hope this
Don't
isn't
tell me you're
Sayu.
planning to drink until the next morning again.
The professor will throw him out just like
It's
last time.
definitely not Sayu, right?
Then let us hold a ball with soft drinks only.
Hey, you people.
I don't think so.
Back then, we thought taking back the world was only a matter of time.
I don't think
As
so.
long as our companions were by our side, there was nothing we couldn't do.
Okay.
We could even go anywhere.
Okay.
And none of us reached the promised destination.
All right. Time passes. I'm very suspicious about what's about to happen.
That's
Mr. Wise,
everything went smoothly. Now all that's left is to use this data to... Ramiel, is something wrong? Are you alright?
No, I'm all right. I simply, wanted a little more time to look around. This place brings back memories of some old friends.
Sorry.
Are you sure you're okay, Ramiel?
I'm perfectly fine.
Don't have PTSD during the final battle, by the way. That will be really bad for us. We will be super
If
dead.
we stay much longer, we'll miss tonight's banquet.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Successfully upload complete data to Profit Boo. Afterwards, you change back into Mr. Rourke costume and return to the Enna Gang's hideout. Okay. Okay. A lot of lore. It's fun to see them back in the day. Back in the hideout, you immediately head to Remy's room. Start crafting and calibrating small devices for triggering singularity leakages. While calibrating devices, Secret slipped out and then slipped back in just quietly some time. If you're curious what they said, you need to focus on... They had their lady talk. Okay?
This should be everything. Here, Secret. You got my instructions earlier, right?
yes, Mr. Wise. I simply need to place these devices at your designated locations, correct?
Yeah. Once the imposter appears, I'll activate the devices and create a small singularity leakage at the venue.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll use Thaumiel's power to immobilize both it and everyone at the venue. Then, before it has time to react, I'll drag it through the leakage and into the hollow.
Okay.
Finally, we subdue it and rescue Dracaena.
But how do we rescue her? I don't understand.
I will do everything in my power to help you enter the venue unnoticed.
How are you gonna tear
However,
Ghosttypestudios from
if the
Dracaena?
worst-case scenario occurs, if, in the end, our conclusions are proven wrong, and this was all
Then the banquet will become the place where you arrest both the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Aldreda. I imagine Wise would have no objections to...
No, I promise.
Then may none of us betray the trust we have placed in each other. There is a balcony outside the banquet hall. The door to that balcony will be locked today, so you two can stay there until when the music begins. That signals the start of the banquet. The guests will share the first dance.
Got it.
Let's go. Okay. Okay. NPC character. Ha. 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 I'm so confused on how we're gonna separate Dracaena from freaking Ghosttypestudios. How are we gonna separate them? What the heck?
We are here. Next, I will head. There are surveillance cameras above the hall. Wise?
Okay.
All right then. Please stay here and keep...
Yeah, I stay
Let's use
hidden.
the camera to check on Sigrid. I'm in.
Alright. Isn't this dangerous?
Soldiers coming this way.
She's totally fine. She should be totally fine.
What's going on?
He's asking her out on a date. Miss Sigrid, could I talk to you afterwards?
Can you two hear...
Yes, I see them.
Ah, you mean the soul... He asked me what was inside, and I said... He then said, "Oh, I see. A heart-to-heart over dessert. On the floor, no doubt. I can hardly wait."
What does that mean? A heart-to-heart on the floor?
I've grown used to the strange things that happen around.
The welcome banquet is about to begin.
Yeah,
so I
this
must
place is
make my
weird
way.
AF.
I wish you two luck.
Okay.
Honored guests who have traveled all this way from...
Oh, it's starting.
It's
Come on.
starting.
We
All right.
Why go through all that?
Whoa, wait!
Ah! Yo!
Now let us follow the music and dance.
Wait, I want to see this cutscene really bad.
All have a wonderful evening.
Everyone down there is dancing. Once the music ends, Ghosttypestudios will show up. Okay, I'm ready.
That explains why I don't know her. That's sad. It was I think the first time we saw somebody like genuinely die on
Someone
screen.
sees you.
Why would they? On such a beautiful night with lovely music.
I remember
Surely everyone's eyes are on their dance partner.
we went to the Hollow and she wanted to die
And
there
you?
so she could,
You were so calm a moment
I
ago.
believe, help.
Why so nervous now, Mr. Honor Student?
Are you gonna help me fly
How
up
we
there?
frame it, what we're about to do could be considered an assassination.
Well, yeah.
To the unsuspecting crowd below,
This crazy
we must look
angle.
like a pair of unforgivable criminals. Relax. I've witnessed spectacles far grander
Wait,
than
we
this.
didn't get any animation of her
right.
flying us up. I was so
The music
excited.
won't end for a while yet. So, to settle those nerves, shall we share a
Ah.
dance of our own?
Okay, wait. I wanted to see you fly me up and me flail
Dancing?
around like a
Right
loser.
here, right now? Is this really the time for that?
I want to see the Belle version of this.
Partner in crime. It's a little late to worry about.
I want to see the
propriety.
Belle version of this.
For the record, I've never really danced before.
Because he's
If
a
I step on
loser.
your foot, please don't blame me.
I think I still kind of find Secret and Wise really cute. I think that their dynamic is really cute. They're both such losers. I hope nobody looks up and sees the weird things on the sky.
You know, Wise. I've actually been keeping something from you.
This is inside her brain.
Definitely gonna be mad once you know the truth.
Huh?
But what can you do when your partner turns out to be a liar?
Is she gonna murder us? Is she gonna kill Drakita? She's gonna kill Drakita.
Time for her speech. After you, Lady Christina.
This is super assassination. Oh, she's gonna freeze us as well.
Sorry, Wise.
She's gonna kill him.
As this dance draws to a close, it's
It's
time
over.
for us to say goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Wise, you almost made me forget that I no longer belong to this era.
She's too old.
I almost forgot that I was meant to fly into the abyss alone. There's still a place for you to go back to.
We're gonna overpower her power because we're like special.
This on my own.
Interesting.
If you're that eager to die, then so be it!
You're forcing the Enchainer transformation. Then bring it on.
Remiel!
See? I'm better than you. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better.
Shoulder this burden alone.
Okay. No, she could have lived. She was just crazy. Freezes, feathers.
Wise.
We are making her into chicken wings. Yeah, why?
Sorry.
She wanted to do this alone, but it's okay. We'll do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's Blue, since we ruined its plans. It's trying to absorb nearby ether to make up for the energy I can't be certain how much longer she can hold on.
Okay. Were you actually going to stop Drakita? Okay, so the lie was just that she wanted to do it alone instead of together.
In other words, if we cut off those growths, we can stop.
Okay.
Are there any main arteries among the...
Sharp as ever.
On 2 and Total, sever them both and
found
let energy
2 in
supply
total.
across.
Now that player 2 has joined the...
Okay, so we can grab one and the other one can grab 2. Understood.
The space here is unstable. Watch your step.
I unfortunately still am not really a fan of Wise and Remiel, but
Wise! The
I don't know.
cocoon's doing something. Watch out!
I'm not really
The cocoon is sending out
feeling
blasts at
the vibes, the romantical vibes that
When they
I think
explode,
I'm supposed to
get the
be.
nearest cover immediately.
When they explode, get to the nearest cover.
That's the first artery.
Okay, so I have to keep doing it. Okay, I know this
The
one.
blast is increasing.
Okay,
I need to find a way into the next area.
okay. Hey, man. Understood.
This may get a little rough. Be careful.
All right. I understand.
Its activity level is still climbing.
Okay, this is like when we were doing...
Stay clear of the blast.
Okay, I get it, I get it. What's it
Ramiel,
called?
How are things on your side?
The target growth is just ahead.
I thought I got worried. I'm not gonna lie. That was cool. That was a cool cutscene. One of them got flumped.
This route looks safer.
It's
Go
like
this way.
what's it
Ramiel,
cast?
How's the cocoon looking?
Arknights. The Arknights cutscene.
Seems to be even more active than before. What a nuisance.
The blasts have grown stronger again.
Wise, take the tracks to the next target.
Okay. Let's go to the... Thank God we're in a tube. Let's go in the tube. I'm worried. That's definitely concerning.
Not good.
I'll think of something.
Okay.
Using the rail car as cover. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
We're approaching the second target growth.
Destroy
Okay.
it. And the cocoon.
Bonk. Are we sure we're gonna be like... No, it's still able to do whatever it's need to do, isn't it? I'm a little bit concerned. Okay. Okay.
This way. We're nearly there.
The closer
No.
it gets to the cocoon, the stronger its reaction becomes.
That only proves we've got it cornered.
Okay. Okay.
Move in during the gaps between explosions.
Ah! Oh, can I go? Can I go? Can I go?
Wise, ready to punch right through it.
Ready.
I'm nervous. Match your rhythm? Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't have to do anything. Will it work? You stopped the cocoon,
Don't
but
let
we
your
still
guard
have to
down.
beat them.
It's not over.
Was Blue in there? Was it in there? Oh. Okay.
Together.
Donk. Will we get a third bonus? Will it be secret? Or is it just gonna be me and Remy? Concerning? This is gonna be a fight. Okay. I need to... Huh? Huh? Wait, what? What about Discord mod? Okay. MC moment right there. I have the Bell version in English if you want me to put it in the Discord. Yeah! This is my evolution. My perfect victory. What the hell? When did Belita get here? How did
no
she
idea
get here?
ethereals could be so talkative. Then let those be your final words in this world.
Okay.
Please step back.
When did freaking Belina get here? What the heck? Okay. We purify this part. Okay. I'm the baby. I'm the baby, he says. Sorry how loud it is.
It devoured half of itself just to keep fighting.
That's interesting. That's a cool fight mechanic. I like that.
Beast born from the hollow thinks.
Me when I eat myself to get stronger. That's cool. I like that function.
Let's put it out of its misery.
That's pretty cool. How much of itself is it gonna eat?
Take this. Need me already?
Take him down.
I'll need to exert myself a bit.
Okay.
Scorching sun!
W.
Annihilation!
Cherish the time you still have to feel regret.
Donk.
I know exactly why I've chosen.
It wasn't
this
enough. But we should be able to kill it this round.
Don't fret. All will soon be calm.
Wait, Googly. When did Belina get here? Why is she here? What the heck?
Wind shear. Let the stage be even more dazzling.
Ah.
A dance.
Well, Jiggly. Not bad.
Hear the howling wind.
Come on. We want to finish it off, right? What? Okay, there we go. We got the final hit with Pyrrhus. That's good.
Hang in there. Follow my lead.
It's a little bit hard. I don't know what's going on in this image. I'm not gonna lie. How do we get Drakina out of there?
Wise, you should take a breather. Now then, it's finally time to get serious!
I'm counting on you, Remy!
What? Now's the time to get serious? What were we doing before? What? How is now the time to get serious?
Remy! Capture it alive and save Drakina from inside the core!
It's been a long time since I fought in skies, but this is my domain.
Okay. Have to fire lasers?
Gird up, Lulu!
It's charging up! Get ready for a ranged attack!
Oh? You wish to test your firepower against mine?
Okay. She's gonna be like melting her skin off by the end of this fight.
Hoping to catch me off guard.
I wonder what the quick time events are like. Space.
Always attacking from behind. Can't you face me head on? Unfortunately for you, I don't leave openings.
Interesting.
Bringing down the pillars to block my path again. Out of my way.
Okay.
An attack this week. It won't be long now.
Alright.
Its core is nearly exposed!
Okay.
Good. Time to end this.
Okay. I can't see. Oh, okay, I got worried.
My body has grown rather sluggish. Forget it. Someone
Fun.
like you is hardly worth the effort.
Ah! Okay, the core? No, wait, what? Is this the Carba core, right? Do I get to break the ball? But how do... Wait, what about Drakina? What do we do with Drakina?
Checkmate.
What about Drakina?
Drakina is inside its core.
I'll handle this.
How? How? I don't understand. Are you reverting time? How is it that you are able to pull her out? There she is! The baby!
She's still alive, but fading quickly.
Okay, she is
I'll
alive.
stabilize her ether activity.
Okay, what about the other thing? Okay, we're just gonna leave it? Uh-oh. Hey, guys. It's worm time! Sorry.
It just devoured Gerta Blulu and left. Why?
She's melting herself.
Okay.
I'm fine. Forget chasing that big one. Saving Drakina is what matters now.
I don't...
We still need to see this little act through to the end, don't we?
Okay. Wah, 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 wah.
Suspect's location confirmed. All
Lindvern.
units, combat readiness level 1.
Secret. Secret.
S-rank wanted criminal
Secret.
Remy L. Dan. You would do well not to resist in vain.
Wait, but...
Vern? Why is she here?
Sigrid.
Isn't
Sigrid.
she supposed to be in Virium?
Sigrid. What the
I
heck?
don't understand the situation yet, but
Sigrid,
I need to explain this to her.
Sigrid?
You there, unfamiliar face. I do not know your identity. But if you have nothing to do with this, do not act rashly.
That's me.
Our first priority is to ensure Lady Dracena's safety and arrest the criminal who attempted to take her life.
Ah.
If you understand your position, remain silent and do not interfere with our official duties.
Is she trying to tell us to not...
Secret.
Is she gonna...
Is she signaling me not to interfere?
It seems so.
Why would she do that? What happened while I was out?
Yeah, what did happen? Wait,
Ramiel,
dead ass.
Hand over Dracena beside you.
Also, I'm still
not try
wanted
anything
for
foolish.
suspiciously murdering Truvia.
You mean this little one? I was beginning to tire of her anyway. Take her back. She's still breathing. Whether she survives...
She's purposefully acting like a villain, huh?
Ramiel, why does it feel like you expected this?
Is she trying to stay inside of a prison?
I thought this little one's disappearance would throw you all into chaos. I didn't expect you to catch up so quickly.
She's purposefully
Well,
playing...
Time to bring this
villain.
game to a close.
The former Void Hunter Remiel Dan. I never imagined a legendary figure like her could still be alive. But
True.
why?
I don't know.
Why would she be the one to attempt to assassinate Lady Sunbridge?
I don't know.
Lady Linvern had not rushed back from Virium in time. Who knows what would have...
I don't know.
Lady Linvern went out of her way to bring us here so that we might witness the legendary Void Hunter's arrest alongside the
This is
soldiers.
the sus guy. No, this is the normal guy. Where's the
As a
sus
Topps
blonde
member, I'm
guy?
far more concerned with the truth behind another
It's okay,
assault.
BB, don't worry.
Mr. Owen, I know what you mean, but I believe the answer lies with the very same person. Answer
I'm
me,
very
Remiel.
confused.
Was it you who abducted Dracena at the welcome banquet and left her gravely injured?
Naturally.
Were you also the one who infiltrated the computing center and
Hi,
attempted to murder
Coffee. Thank you so
Truvia,
much for the
our
raid.
Ambitions Corp's lead researcher?
Yes, that was me.
What? You? Why?
It wasn't.
Oh, wait. That's not what happened. The one who hurt Truvia was...
She's taking the blame for Wise.
Right.
Thank you. I hope your shit was
Without
good.
seeing it firsthand, no one would believe Lady Dracena was nearly devoured and assimilated by Ghosttypestudios. Ramiel, don't tell me this was all for...
I did not expect you to admit it
Is
so
it to
readily.
save Wise?
You
Was this
understand what your
entire plan
actions
just to
mean, do you
save
not?
Wise?
Of all times, now is when I've reached my limit.
Bobby's.
Pain. It's not over yet.
Remiel, do not attempt to resist.
Thank you so much for the 24 months.
No, I won't resist.
Yes.
I'll simply vanish right before your eyes in an instant.
Okay. Cutscene. Sorry, I'm very focused on this. This is really important lore moment.
Sorry, but I'm done being a spectator. This performance of yours, you wouldn't mind one more joining in,
I'm
would you?
cringing a little bit. I'm not...
You want to share the stage with someone like me?
No,
Let's finish this act together.
I'm cringing out a little bit.
What are you trying to do?
Rescuing my partner
Wise, bro. You're too nerd.
until we meet again.
Okay, sus. Sus.
Send someone after them quickly!
Okay, but... Secret. Where's Anby? Anby is not in the story quest. Anby, long forgotten. She has had zero story relevance for like, what? Update and a half now? And by update, I mean like, patch? The entirety of 2.0 did not have a single Anby in it, I don't think.
No. Look away.
It's okay now.
I wish
Ramiel,
her skin was melting off.
Don't look at me.
Okay,
Okay, I promise. I won't look.
I'm not looking at all.
Thank you.
They're just purposely making me look at it.
So, why didn't you tell me sooner? About your plan with Sigrid and Lady Linvern?
I don't understand it still.
Because you and I are different.
So you were...
Still have
The
somewhere to
plan...
return to.
Yeah, the plan was just to save Wise. But why? But
I
why?
do not.
That was a split
The era
moment.
I knew, the people I loved,
Oh, okay, that was what's... Okay, Remy and Sigrid discussed this. This was the plan? This is what they talked about it while we were doing this? I see. So the whole point was just to arrest
headstrong,
Remiel so that Wise would get away free.
Who called me your partner in crime. You're the one who held me
Okay,
together.
but how do we get out of this situation now?
Now you're leaving me behind? Did you forget you're over 100 years old already?
Old.
How long are you going to keep acting like a cranky child?
Old lady.
I get it. Sometimes, someone has to step up and do what must be done. What happened to Tracina?
Okay, but how do we get out of this situation?
Someone has to answer for all of it.
At the very... Ghosttypestudios is gone,
You have to shoulder
but
the burden all alone.
Bombshoe is traveling freely now.
Didn't you call me your partner in crime? Then act like it.
It went and it consumed Ghosttypestudios. This guy is still roaming free. How are we gonna tell Sigrid?
What kind of partner takes all the heat alone? What kind of friend does that?
We're friendship.
You really are getting more silver-tongued by the day, Wise.
Okay.
I'm not trying to sweet-talk you. Can't you tell I'm really mad right now?
I'm angry.
I can hear it, Wise. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that, my dear partner in crime.
I don't think you care. I don't think she gaff. I think she's gonna do it again, too.
So, what are you gonna do now?
That
evil
freaking
moon.
And rest for a while. The signs of the Enchainer transformation.
One thing about Hoyoverse, they love a weird, fucked up moon. They love weird moons. I wonder if we're gonna get another moons update in the future, like in this game, like how they had it in Genshin, huh?
I'm a little tired.
Then I'm going with you.
There's no need for that. I can walk on my own now.
No. You're like freaking melting into lava.
I can't let Remiel out of my sight again, or who knows what outrageous thing she'll do on her own, right?
Extremely outrageous thing.
This time I won't go anywhere. Really. I only want to rest by myself for a while. Once I've recovered a little more, I'll come see you again. I promise.
Huh. Before you can answer, you hear the sound of wings beating behind you. You two will see each other again, right? No. Okay, wait, but then what do we do? Are we no longer wanted? She took the blame, but she ran away. Back at Amber Hall, you explained in detail to Belle and others what happened. Because you were exhausted. When you woke up already, it is already... Well, when you wake again, it's already the next morning. Well, we're not wanted crittables anymore?
Here, have some bacon.
Ketchup or mayo, manager? I've got motor oil on
I
the
love
table
him.
too.
I love him. I love him. He's awesome.
Like an egg Wise?
Why are you guys... Yeah. Why are you guys acting so normal?
Are you guys being
How can you say that? It's only been a day, and you're already skin and bones.
Manager, breakfast is a sacred tradition at Amber Hall, and everyone's got to have their fill. Besides, when Valina and Norma stopped by last night, they were just as...
Oh, okay.
Seriously?
I guess we'll never get to know what he wanted to say.
I was so worried. Whew, thank goodness everything worked out.
I guess so.
Yeah, thankfully.
Everything worked out? I'm not still wanted? I don't have to go in and get questioned about what the heck was going on with Remiel?
Come in.
I was able to just go back home?
Please excuse the intrusion.
Hi, Sigrid.
Hey, everyone. Sorry for dropping by unannounced.
She's so casual. Lady Lindvern.
Lady Sunbringer!
She's so cute.
Oh, please. Lindvern is fine. I can never get used to being lady this and lady that. Do I really look that old?
Yeah, you look like Unk.
Whoa, now that's a breakfast spread I'll have to try myself sometime.
She's super Kiana in this.
Let's get down to business.
Lindvern is super ultra Kiana.
Forgive the early visit, but we bring good news. Miss Truvia has been stabilized.
That's good.
She is still unconscious, but no longer in...
That's good.
Really?
And allow me to formally thank you on behalf of Rose Califer. It's because of your efforts that we get to have peaceful mornings like this one.
What? What do you mean? What am I the peaceful one?
I had to. And I owe all of you.
Wise, I owe you an apology.
Wait, okay, so
Remiel and I kept our plan from
Linvern knew about the plan?
But it was not because we doubted you.
Now what?
Rather,
I know. You were just worried, but there's something I need to ask.
So Linvern knew?
Cooperating with you. What's going to happen to her?
Okay, so she's working with Linvern.
Soon. Oh, relax. Not as a criminal, but as a friend who needs our protection.
Okay, so Linvern and Secret. Okay, so they are working together.
We can treat it with
Then why the heck did you set it up like that? That was really scary.
Condition with her
I feel like you should have disclosed this plan ahead of time.
How is Lady Dracaena doing now?
I don't think you needed to lie to me about this. If you guys explained the fact that Linvern was also in on it, then it would have been fine.
Her condition.
She would have went back with you guys anyway.
Flint Workshop is keeping things under control for now. Oh, right. Remiel knew we were coming, so she asked me to pass along a message.
Okay.
Really? Then
I'm very confused.
Hey, Weiss, aren't you going to see Remiel? Why are you going upstairs?
She comes to my bedroom.
Curiosity isn't always a virtue, you know.
She comes to my bedroom at night and is weird to me and whispers in my ear and makes me play weird games. Huh? What is this ending?
Rawr.
You've already recovered? Was it the...
Were you hoping I'd act a little more
No.
I could play along with that.
it's fine. There's no point when I already know.
Did you come to say goodbye?
You can say so. Though it's only for the time being. Linvern and the others probably mentioned it already. I'll be recovering in Virium, and while I'm there,
that's fine.
I'll help
Why didn't you guys tell me this ahead of time? Why was this a secret plan?
What exactly is happening to her?
I feel like if you told me, if you said Secret is working with Linvern, they're going to take Remiel in for treatment ahead of time. Remiel is going to take all the blame.
I misjudged the situation. At the time,
what was the whole point of us running away with Remiel at that point?
Suddenly appeared.
That was confusing.
Little mind.
What the heck was the point of that?
While we managed to rescue Dracaena, the Karma Core remained inside Ghosttypestudios.
Yeah, so Bashmo is gonna turn into a freaking enchainer.
That can't be good. Does that mean...
Yes. It seems far more intelligent than Ghosttypestudios. But of course...
I wonder if maybe there's like some translation issue that we're missing like a key...
Clearly, Ghosttypestudios couldn't have done
like, piece of wordplay that would make this make sense more?
The real culprit.
Correct.
Why did you have to lie to me?
I don't think we need to worry too much.
Did you think that I was gonna be like bad about pretending?
Which means
Lady Sunbringer, she...
I wanted to ask.
Still Void Hunter Weber, why is Lady Sunbringer split into 3 and stored in 3 different bodies?
Yes. Void Hunter weapons.
That's what the Sunbringers truly are, so they are weapons.
What?
That makes sense.
Come to think of it, I don't think the truth is... I really did come
Not
to
the 3 who stand here today, but the one I once knew before. I saw Eldreda. Someone can look so much like her yet not be her.
Strange feeling.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
How someone can look so much like her yet not be her. Somehow, after reclaiming Thaumiel, the remnant inside it resonated with the Karma Core fragment in me, and suddenly I was able to sense the Karma Cores within the Sunbringers.
Okay.
Which is very strange.
Yeah, that is weird.
Sunbringer didn't fuse with the Karma Core and become an enchainer. Rather, the Karma Core was divided into 3 parts and stored within the 3
Then what are the Sunbringers?
Which is just like Void Hunter weapons.
Are they are they intelligent constructs? Are they people? Are they like descendants of her? Are they clones?
The 3 Lady Sunbringers we've met? No.
You said that she was breathing, so is she flesh and blood? Is she intelligent construct?
But it does already answer a lot of questions. The most
does it? I feel like it doesn't. What?
Where? I don't believe she would die so easily.
Yeah, where is she? But this means we get to meet her soon, hopefully.
From everyone's
by the end of the update?
And then, so until I find my answer.
Okay.
Still, some proper rest is greatly appreciated.
For the next few days, okay, I'll go get you some breakfast. You can have breakfast with us. Come downstairs.
There should still be breakfast downstairs.
What? Okay, intelligent constructs breathe. Okay, that makes sense.
How many times have I told
Teacher!
you before? You really, really need to stop sneaking up on people like a ghost. You and that emotionless girl. Do you really have to show up every time someone's having a pleasant moment?
Emotionless girl?
I agreed to join this little covenant of yours.
Who's the emotionless girl?
Not agree to being stalked all day and harassed whenever
It's not
you
Lindvern, or it's not any of the Sunbringer constructs.
You truly believe the Sunbringers are Void Hunter weapons?
They function as one. Storyteller?
Of course not.
Is Storyteller an existing... Because Truvia looks so much like Storyteller. I'm assuming that either she's gonna turn into it or merge with it. What the heck?
The first time. Why? Are you...
Don't answer my question with another...
Oh, all right. It's simple. Because sooner or later, he's going to uncover the truth behind the Sunbringers. Whether I tell him or not.
Then why not tell me?
Now is not the time to reveal
Why?
the answer yet.
Why is it not the time?
For the 3 Sunbringers. And for Rose Califer.
So what are they?
So you don't think the 3 of them know who they truly are, either?
Okay, that makes sense.
Perhaps. I can't
So
say
you know more about them than they know more about you. Okay.
You know the truth. There's only ever been one question of the Sunbringer I once knew. Where is she?
Where is she? Same time, somewhere in Blue Astrum.
How pitiful.
Cervical!
What did they call that monster again? Right, Bertablulu. To think it wounded you this badly. Its will to survive is truly frightening. It also got a lot smarter ever since
Why
it
are
made
you
contact
ginger?
with the Karma Core.
But I hope he's a playable character.
Came embarrassingly close to
He's got the
actually pulling
yokai
it
eyes
off.
in.
How impressive.
Interesting.
But do not worry. Our old classmate still handled everything. Come to think of it, I always did enjoy doing the unexpected. But you are terrible at adapting on the fly. That is why you keep losing to them. Again and again.
He looks goated. Beautiful illustrations.
Why not? Simply admit that you are worthless.
Okay, buddy, chill out. That's your sister, man. Be nice to her. She just got stabbed in the chest, man.
Just kidding. You would never accept this outcome. That's enough for an infirmary visit. And
You
I
were the
look
one who died the first time, man.
performance in the next act.
Excited. I'm so excited to see what Truvia will do. Okay. Okay, my thoughts. First of all, I'm confused. We're switching the language back. I want to know what freaking Joyous sounded like in the JP dub. Okay. Anyways, my thoughts right now are confused about. I think that's the one thing about these stories that struggles really bad is the need to return to normalcy by the end of the update, because it doesn't let that tension continue brewing. The ending was very confusing. It's very much rushed, because I understand they have to return to normalcy to explain why Wise can still run around in Blue Astrum without getting in trouble, things like that. But this was very rushed. This means that Lindvern knows that Drakita was basically possessed by Girtablulu. Do we know if they explain that Girtablulu was ate by Bashmu? Does this mean that Lindvern and Sigrid know that there is potentially an enchainer around this area? Things to become more chaotic. I think so too. I don't think we need an explanation for why you can roam around the city. I don't think that that's necessarily like 100% the most important thing to explain how this game functions, right? I'm confused because, yeah, not many people know the siblings are Pyres, so that makes sense. Yes, the Pyres, that does make sense, but why are they? What? I just don't understand why it had to be a lie. I guess it was because the concern was that that Wise wouldn't want Remiel to fight alone, which makes sense. I think that he wouldn't want her to fight alone, but she didn't need him to fight alone. Where I mean, Remiel did not need to fight alone. We see the fact that Wise is quite strong, but I guess it was the hope to just keep and make sure that the community thinks that it was another assassination attempt by Remiel. Also, now technically Remiel is in their custody. She's working together with the Linver and with the Sunbringers. Will she get to have a conversation with Eldreda after she tried to assassinate her? What are Drakina's thoughts on this? I thought people would start a witch hunt against Remiel. Yeah, I thought that that's what's gonna happen. That I guess there's no longer, like, she's no longer technically wanted because she's in custody by technicality now, right? Because she's going with them. But... Huh? I'm just so confused why it had to be a secret. Because... then what was the point of us as Pirates going and taking Remiel away from this? We would have let her go into custody and get treatment and let both Drakina and Remiel recover more smoothly in their treatment, since they have the treatment plans for them already that they're functioning on. If we had known ahead of time that this was how it was going to turn out, that she wanted to take the blame for us. I know Wise wouldn't have liked her taking the blame for it, but with enough conversation, just reasonable conversation being like, hey, you have a sister, you still need to be able to spend time with her. You can't just go to prison recklessly because the possessed Drakina told everybody that you murdered Truvia. You have to have an alibi as to why this has happened, and I am not going to be in trouble. We just stole her for no reason. What the heck was that point? Also, I don't think this should have returned to normalcy. I think it's okay. I think difficult. Sorry to be like a little whiny baby. It's just a very unique ending for some reason. When I first played it, I genuinely thought I missed a whole chapter because so much, yeah, it skipped over it a lot. We have the conversation that Wise feels like he's getting watched over, and they say that it's because of the fact that it's his old self regretting his current actions, or regretting his current position. That's the thing that he's being watched. But isn't he actually being watched by Serpico? I know we're not going to meet Serpico yet. I would have wanted to see a little bit more of the conversation. I know we're going to see it in the future, but why Yokai is working with the Enchainers. What is Yokai's goal to create this, right? Why does he why does Yokai need this? And why do Tops need this? Why are they trying to destroy this? What is the purpose of it? Is this like an Evangelion situation where if you destroy the world, you start it anew? Is that what's going on? Also, they showed the moon. I'm still so curious about why... I'm very curious about why Promea hasn't had more of a purpose. She has a very clear moon theme to her, and we are sun themed. I feel like she should have... I'm certain that she's gonna hopefully have more of a story in the future, but her being moon themed feels very on purpose. Why isn't there... Why isn't she more a part of these missions? Is she working behind the scenes? We haven't seen her sneaking around. I'm just curious, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm certain that it'll make some more sense as the story progresses. This was just a very abrupt feeling ending to the situation. At least for me. I felt as though that this felt like, oh, we already have so much written, we need to hurry up and wrap up the chapter. That was only 4 parts to this chapter, wasn't it? I feel like they could have added in an Act 5 and it wouldn't have been that bad. It's more polychrome. I just feel like there's been so much stuff that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Again, they're just my thoughts. I don't know anything. I'm just a simple ghost, you know? But overall, obviously the story of ZZZ is super interesting. I want to learn more about everything. And I wish I knew more about Honkai Impact 3rd, because I've been seeing a lot of thought pieces on how similar the elements of Zenless Zone Zero fit into the lore of Honkai Impact 3rd. And I really want to learn more about that because I think it's just so interesting. Super ultra interesting. Super duper ultra interesting. But a happy ending for the sake of it. They just needed this like idea of how to return to normalcy. But I think that they need to get more comfortable with it not being normal by the end of it, with there being issues. Things can't be happy all the time, and having every single story end happily, wrap up, doesn't really function when there's still an enchainer on the loose. We're like, for the time being, I'll be getting treatment. For 20 days, you're gonna be gone for getting treatment until the next update. We have to learn more about Claret and Roxy's story, which I'm guessing is gonna be more of a lore explanation story. It's gonna be more like, not filler, but a little bit more specific in what's... I don't know. I guess it's gonna go into what the heck all of this stuff is, right? Into... blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it just feels like we're missing a lot of information that we should get at least a little bit info on, right? We need just a little bit more. Surely. Right? I feel like we need a little bit more knowledge about what the heck is going on. Cause I'm just confused. Well, overall, I did enjoy it. I was having fun learning more about the past of New Eridu. I want to learn more about the lore with the goobers. And yeah. Okay, guys. Now it's time for me to go to BRB screen for a little bit because I'm gonna go pee, and we're gonna set up for our next segment where we are going to play Sister Other Paradoia, which is why I switched my I switched to my freaking what's it called? I switched to the voiceover so I could read more, but I hope you enjoyed that. That was interesting. We got the happy ending. Now it's time for some cool thought-provoking yaps, hopefully. So I will be right back. And YouTube stream, I'm gonna start up the next one as soon as I finish peeing. BRB YouTube, and Twitch. All right. Enjoy BRB screen.